Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to show you a couple of teams I'm going to use for this Wise Old Owl event. One team that should just blast your way through it really easily, and then a fun team which should be actually rather a lot of fun to use, which I'll show afterwards. So let's dive in. First things first, absolutely always make sure you go to the rewards section and grab this first, because you do this event with your guildmates, and if they've completed any of these stages before you've started, you'll collect these tokens, and a token of thorns will eventually upgrade to a badge of thorns and eventually to a medal of thorns, and that means you do more damage in this event. But do make sure you go back to the medal section and make sure you apply it. Make sure you've got it there. There it is, badge of thorns, and they've got it applied in the end slot up there on the right hand side. So make sure you do that. Every little bit helps, and it actually does make a big difference, to be honest. Let's go in again. Secondly, what I would always recommend is you grab tier 1 from the shop. It only costs 30 gems and is well worth it. The main reason is you get given a potion of enchantment, which means all your troops will start enchanted at the start of the battle for each and every one for this entirety of this event. And you get some other cool stuff too, like event sigils, gold, souls and more. If you intend to go deeper into this event, obviously you can grab extra tiers along the way, should you so desire. Right, now onto the teams themselves. When you fight these things here, always go for them in order of their status. Like mythic ones, which are the teal colour, will be first, but they're not going to appear straight away. They're worth the most points. Then the orange ones, which are legendary, they'll be worth the next most points. Then the epic ones, which are purple, they'll be worth the next most points, and so on. So just focus on mythic first if you can, and then legendary, then epic, then anything below that. Right, for the team itself, a couple of teams. This is a really straightforward one. Zorn is a fantastic troop, deals damage boosted by her armour. Now this will vary upon your magic level and your level in the game. So basically the higher your level, the more her armour gets boosted, the more damage she does. But you can have multiples of these at the same time and it will still be a big difference. Like for example, if let's go to edit. If I popped more than one of her in there, that's going to charge up really quickly with this weapon, explodes a bunch of green gems, grants a random status effect to all elf allies, and has a summon at the same time. So we're going to be enchanted as well, so I'll get these charged up nice and quick, and she can cast away and just demolish the opposition. But if you have more than one Rowan, literally just fill up with her. If you've got 3, literally just go Amethyst Band, Rowan, Rowan, Rowan. If you don't have 3 of them, then just add another troop which does a damage to all to help finish off. This Silver Nemoria deals 38 in my case damage to all enemies. Really handy, and entangles the first enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches, which helps protect you as well. And King Avalon deals damage to all enemies as well, and has a summon, which is really nice. Right, if you don't have any Rowans at all, then I would chuck in another Silver Nemoria, because if you haven't got a Rowan, that means you're a low level player or new to the game, and that entangling the first enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches is really handy in protection from skulls. Now later on, first for fun, I'm going to change this team to a team which will be actually a blast to play with, and it's the Weird Stag. I'm going to put 3 of these in, and the reason is it deals true damage to the first and last enemies. So as soon as we cast 2 of these, that will be the death of the other team quite quickly. And it then creates 3 Doom Skulls for each lycanthropy gem on the board. But as a single Weird Stag, you have a 50% chance to convert a purple gem to a lycanthropy gem at the start of the turn, and also inflict lycanthropy on a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. But it's that 50% chance to convert a purple gem to a lycanthropy gem at the start of my turn, which should be fun, because basically we'll have 3 of these. So that is 3 separate chances of that happening. And when that happens, we'll create 3 Doom Skulls for each lycanthropy gem on the board. Weird Stag uses yellow and green. So to charge that up, we'd use the Oaken Crown, which deals damage to an enemy boosted by Forest of Thorns enemies, allies even, and then creates a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Forest of Thorn ally. So basically those Weird Stags will get charged up really quick, and I'm just going to try that out later on just for a little bit of fun. Right, but back to this team. I'm going to start with this one just for fun. We're in Archer class. Really love the third straight. A 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal. And the middle one's fantastic too. Start battles with 50% mana. On the champion talents side of things, I'm going for Hunt. Precision, that doesn't make any difference. That one, there's nothing you can pick that is actually any use. Root Trap, and Nature's Aura, Wall of Vines, Dodge, and Thieves Guild. On the banner, I've gone for +2 blue, really good for Rowan and King Avalon, +1 green, which is good for all our troops that deal the damage, and -1 red. Alright, so let's jump here. Right, we start Enchanted. Got a mini boost of power. As soon as we get green, we're going to be very nearly ready to cast with Rowan. We're all ready to go right now. Look at the boost you see. The reason why Rowan is cool is because she does that scatter damage, which doesn't sound a lot, but the boost in my case, on the right hand side there, is +236. So that is really significant. You can check your Rowan out on your player level, see what she does. And basically, the rule of thumb is, if it's more damage than what these are going to do combined, then just go for more Rowans if you can, because that is going to be the quickest way to do it. Like, combined, you know, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 152 damage total by King Avalon, and same on this one. So if your Rowan does a combined total of more than that, then stick in Rowans, and stick as many of them in as you can, because one cast and she's going to be just wiping out the opposition. Mythic troops are worth the most points in this, then the legendary troops are worth the next points after that. They are orange, and after that the epics, which are purple. Always go for the ones that give you the most points if you can. Bumps you up further on your guild leaderboard and makes you look heroic. Maybe. If you want to look heroic, you may not care about such things. Who can say? Certainly not me, and certainly not a psychic, because there's no such thing as psychics. So now we've got like the epic ones. Sometimes you're kind of forced around, even though you've been trying to avoid the low scoring ones sometimes, or lower scoring ones. You can't avoid them sometimes in the end. You've got no choice but to take them on. Such is the way of the game. Gargantaur, always go for the mythics when you can. Generally always worth the most points. Still grab 4 matches when available, because we'll Sylvanamora. That's going to entangle the first troop, which is a really handy thing, especially if you're newer to the game. I remember being incredibly fragile when my troops only had to be sniffed and they died on early level. It was really good when they started to get a bit more tanky. Event sigils. I'm going to go for the higher level troops if I can, just to make sure we show the team off to the max. May as well cast that. It's going to charge up our Rowan. And of course there's a few ways you can go about this. Like you can start off with 1 Rowan maybe and a Sylvanamora. Not a bad thing. That entangle is always handy. But when it gets to the point where, say, even I'm having to cast Rowan twice, that's when I would maybe think about swapping out King Avalon at the bottom, because it's not needed, or if they're charged up you can cast them anyway. It's like the maths is going to work out slightly different for each player. But just roll with it on literally what works best for you. See, now we need to get brown really for Sylvanamora, but yellow will do. And any column. The damage will be good. Right, I'll just do one more of this, and then, because you can see how this is going to work. Like, basically now, I would, if you've got more than one Rowan, I'd I'd have started with 2 Rowan actually if you've got 2 Rowans, because with that potion of enchantment they're going to get ready to rock and roll really quickly. But after this game I think I might change to that triple Weirstag team and see how that does, just out of fun. It might be really good. May not be as fast as this, but just out of fun. Should have cast Rowan then. No, I didn't. So what the other one nearly ready. That still worked out good. But yeah, I'll try that Weirstag team in just a second. I think that we'll just do 1 more or 2 more of these just to boost the level up. So we're doing the higher level ones. Oh, Zara. Pretty little thing, isn't she? Look at that. Who can resist that? Flippin' heck. Anyway, what was I doing? Getting green. Green and purple at the same time. See, this is where you're better off casting Rowan still, you see, because Savannah isn't going to wipe those enemies out, where Rowan will. Still worth having there, just for that entangle though. All the while, now 2 Rowans are going to do the job quick enough. I'd still keep in 1 Savannah. May as well get this first, because then we're going to be really close to getting both Rowans charged up. We can cast them now back to back. And we didn't need to cast them back to back because the enemy was low enough level to be walloped in 1 go. Boom shakalaka. Take that and party. Alright, let's do Soul Zara again. Alright, let's try and get our weapon charged. Cast that immediately. Loads of mana for the team. Both Rowans are ready to go straight away. Cast them back to back and they will nearly finish them off. I did finish them off. Plenty in fact. Right, well that's the way that team's going to work. Like I say, if you've got triple Rowans, then I would absolutely change to 3 Rowans when the time is right. But if you don't have Rowan still, then stick to Savannah more if you can. Right, now I'm going to try this funny team I just thought of at the beginning of the video. Let's go for 3 of these. It's about a lot of experimenting with this game. It's just fun to play around with stuff like this. So what we've got now is 3 of these Weirstags who are going to do damage to the first and last enemies, true damage at that, and then create 3 Doom Skulls for each lycanthropy gem on the board. But because we've got 3 of these, we've got 3 separate 50% chances to convert a purple gem to a lycanthropy gem at the start of the turn. That's going to create, hopefully, a bunch of Doom Skulls. And these are going to get charged easily because this Oaken Crown creates a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Forest of Thorns ally. So we've got it fully upgraded as well. Give all green allies 2 mana when we cast this. So that's pretty handy as well. And we're in the same class. I'm just going to check the banner because that's going to be wrong now. I actually want yellow and green, thanks. And that is absolutely spot on. That will be fine. Alright, let's try this. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. It may fall completely flat on its face. So we'll grab that format. We've already got a lycanthropy gem there. So let's grab the yellow. Let's see what this does. Not much. Now we'll get ready to cast the second one in a minute. This is where the fun should begin. Let's wallop it on them. That's got 2 of our Weirstags charged. That's done damage. This isn't done. It's alright. Goes quite skull heavy, I suppose. Can be a bit of fun. Let's try a different method of using that. Let's try and get them all charged up first on the next round. No, I don't want Gar'Nok. Well, I've got no choice. We're all low level. don't think this is going to be quicker than the Rowan team, by the way. I think this is just a little bit of fun. I'm trying near the end of this video just for experimental reasons. Alright, let's get our Weird Stags charged up. Now cast all of these one after the other. Oh, they're going to die anyway. They're going to die from the second one. Does create a lot of skulls, but we didn't actually need them then. This might come into its own, excuse me, on the harder battles. But we've got rubbish ones at the moment still. Let's do a couple more. Yeah, 2 lycanthropy gems have appeared there, so that's not too bad. Oh, this is going to create a lot of skulls now. This is where it can start to be fun. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, this could be a fun team to use. I was going to match that then, but I actually don't want to move that purple. I want to leave that there for the generation of the skulls. It's changed it anyway, but it doesn't matter because we've now got a bunch of these things, but no lycanthropy gems. That's annoying. But hey ho, there should be a few games where we get some a huge amount of skulls, hopefully. Oh, see, I want to take that. Oh, we're going to have to for purple. I want to leave that there because that was a... I had to take it really, otherwise the AI would have probably taken it anyway. Maybe I could have disrupted it somehow, but yeah, I'm not going to spend ages trying to do that. All our Weird Stags charged. Only 1 lycanthropy gem, so I'm not going to get a ton. But then up here, we've got 3 now. This is going to create more Doom Skulls. Come on, let's go Doom Skull crazy. There you go. Bish bash bosh. And wall up. Right, and do one more. This is vaguely interesting, I suppose, but not as... no, I've run out. So that is the end of the video. There it is. That's my fun team, but the teams at the beginning were the ones that I would use in general. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more in the future. But most of all, thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye for now.